Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the Lost Isle Zoo here on the ZAWA Together server, a server, by the way, that you can join if you are watching. Anyone in, just go check out my Patreon. The details are on there. If you guys want to come join here and build a zoo, I'm going to be on here for quite a while still. So the server has been running for quite a while, but we're not even close to done to finishing the zoo. If you've been following the series, you know that we got a lot to do. So if you do want to join in, just check out the Patreon. All the information is there, and you can come and build a zoo with me. So, all right. Enough of that out of the way. Hopefully you guys are all having a good week. I've been having kind of one of those mixed weeks. I know I've been kind of a downer lately, and I'm sorry for that. I've been trying to keep a positive mood. It's been kind of a rough week. I don't really like the holidays. I know I'm being a grouch about that, but meh. But anyway, today we got some stuff to do. Last week we actually built the Emperor Penguin exhibit, and let's go look at it. Okay, so here it is. Now, this has got a lot of nice little details in it, and I like it a lot. Of course, this right here is kind of a problem, since they can just kind of crawl out of there. So I do have to fix that before we actually get around to putting the animals in here. However, this thing is actually right in the front, isn't it? So technically, if this is going to be the level of the viewing area, which I think it is, this actually needs to be replaced with stone bricks, and then, oh, they can hop over the steel bars, can't they? I forgot about that. Okay, well, you know what? Here, simple fix. We'll just raise this up one, and then we'll do the railing. Okay, it is all finished. Man, those spiders are everywhere. Everywhere. Let's get in the air and actually take a peek at this. All right, so I did add the front rail on this one now, so that's the elevation of it, and it should create a nice little viewing area. Can I land on it? It'll be a miracle. Oh, I did it. This will be a nice viewing area right in front here. I do have to raise the land up. Holy cow, look at the spiders. I do have to raise the land up a little bit. So, you know, obviously right here for the viewing area. It's a thing. It's a thing that I got to do. But we got to go get the actual penguins in here too. You guys killed it in the comment section again for adding names for these things. So let's get to doing some naming. Okay, we have 7 of these names. So the first one is going to be named Chadad. All right, because last week we named one Chad, and this is like the bigger version of last week's. According to Jordan Connings and Peter, this one's the bigger one, so this one's Chadad. And then for the next one, we're going to name this one Constantine. All right, now Constantine is the name of a Roman emperor, I believe. Oh no, we lost our anvil. It's the name of a Roman emperor, and these are emperor penguins after all, so it's kind of fitting. And Love to Craft and Star Nanny both suggested it, and I agree. Boom, baby! All right, for the third one, I am a big fan of Pokemon, you know, so we're going to name this one Empoleon, which is, of course, a big penguin Pokemon. It's one of the starter Pokemon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, we're going to name this one Empoleon. Big shout out to SlothBuddy206 for suggesting it. And then this next one, we're going to be naming Icicle, which I think is a fantastic name for a penguin. Big shout out to the Dashes, Imaginations, and Laura Keaton for both suggesting that. And then Ice Pop. I'm gonna name this one Ice Pop. Big thank you out there to Mackenzie Dislin for suggesting that one. Love the name. And for the 6th one, we're gonna be naming this one Waddlesworth. Okay. Waddlesworth is a fantastic name for a penguin. We're definitely gonna be naming it that. Volcanics out there, thank you for suggesting that one. That one was great. And then I heard through the grapevine that there is a boy out there named Nico who likes my content. So we are going to name a penguin after you. So Nico, if you're watching, this penguin is for you, buddy. All right, now I have so many penguins to put in here that I don't even have space in my hotbar or my toolbar for this. So we're going to have to split this up a little bit. First one going in is going to be Chadad. Whoa, he just went flying over there. There you go, Chadad. Welcome. I guess, do I know anything about you? Is that, you are a dude. So that's, okay, I guess it makes sense with the dad part. Oh, you like angelfish. That's nice. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Who else can we throw in here? Let's go ahead and mix these up just a little bit so I can, actually, I'm making a mess. Let's just throw one down up here. Yeah. Oh, it's a little one. And this is going to be Constantine. Little Constantine. Look at him. Oh, he's adorable. Oh, it's a she. Constantine, you're a she. Oh, you're so cute. Look at him. That should have been Waddlesworth. That should have been, oh, he just fell off a cliff. Hopefully, hopefully they don't drown. Please don't drown. I think, can they swim? Doesn't say anything about them being able to swim. Boy, I hope they don't drown. That's going to be awkward if they do. It's only one deep water. I'm going to watch this guy for a second. You know, I'm not seeing this guy drowning. I don't know how he's breathing. But but I'm not seeing them drowning. All right, so maybe they're okay? Maybe? Boy, I hope so. Every once in a while his butt sticks out of the water, so maybe that's it. Okay, we're just going to continue on and hope that works out all right. Let's go over here, and we're going to slap down another one, and this is going to be Icicle. There you go. Icicle is a male. And then the one over here is going to be slapped down, and this is going to be Empoleon. That should have actually changed its color. That would have been epic. Empoleon is also a male. You still alive over there, buddy? Yeah, he is. I don't know how you're breathing. See, look at that. See his butt sticking out of the water right there. Just that little bit. I think he's breathing through it. All right, so we're going to slap down another penguin here. This is going to be Ice Pop. That actually should have been the baby one. That would have been epic. Ice Pop is a male as well. Is the baby one the only female here? Yeah, it is so far. All right, I don't remember catching the baby one, but it was probably really adorable, and I was like, I have to keep that thing. So let's get the 2 remaining ones down on the hotbar here. Let's slap this one down here. Blink, just like that. This is going to be Wattlesworth. All right, there you go, Wattlesworth. Wattlesworth is a male as well. And then Nico. Nico, you're being put in here. Blink, just like that. Blink. There you go, Nico. And Nico in this exhibit is a female. So, sorry about that, Nico. But, but that's just how the dice rolls, you know. That's the way the cookie crumbles around here. So, there we go. We got our Emperor Penguins added to the exhibit. Alright, so I have been completely slacking and haven't done any more digging on the volcano, so we're not going to be working on that, though, okay? I'm going to turn away from that. Let's just turn over here. You might be wondering what we are going to do, and if you watched, or if you looked at the title of the episode, you probably figured it out. But today, we got to figure out a new exhibit to build. Now, I've kind of compacted these things in here. A lot of these exhibits were supposed to be spread out all the way across this, northwestern shore. Instead, they're all kind of smashed in here, so we got some extra room, which is good because I actually did pick up a couple of extra animals. It gives me some time or some space to actually build some other exhibits. But we're going to go way over here, okay? We're going to go over here. We're going to stretch out a little bit. Now, I have not built over here yet. We have an upside-down giraffe over here, courtesy of somebody on the server. But we're going to go over here along this shoreline here, and I think we're going to be building an exhibit here. Now, the exhibit we're going to be building is for the goats, all right? So the goats obviously have been up on top of the mountain, up on top of the volcano basically this entire time. I have a few of them captured, and they need a nice little place to stay. Now, I don't really know exactly what habitat the goats are going to live in. Probably mountain. This looks so stupid. Probably, what is it, Dinnerbone? Is it Dinnerbone? Yeah, it's Dinnerbone. Probably mountainous area, so we might have to get a little bit creative on this build, but it all starts kind of roughly the same way. We got to mark out a nice big area for these. Now, according to my layout of the zoo, there is going to be a path that comes down here, then forks. Now, over there is going to be the aquarium section, which is actually more like just exhibits for fish, not necessarily a big building. I'm thinking about just actually making some aquariums built into the cliff sides and stuff. That's my initial idea anyway. That might change by the time we actually get around to that. But then over here is going to be, there was like, I think skunks and stuff, but we already got those. So that's why we're putting the goats over here. So the path is going to go that way, and it's going to go that way, which is going to head east behind the volcano. But for right here, we got some space. Isn't that right, Dinnerbone? We got some space that we can build right here. So I'm going to get to marking out this area. We have a nice big oval-shaped something or another. And then maybe get the stonework put in then after that, and we'll get the shape of this exhibit actually put down. Okay, there we go. We got the whole wall put in. We even got ourselves a Dinnerbone giraffe in here. Not only that, but there are tarantulas everywhere around here. All right, so we got a bunch of them. Oh, he's fighting back. Okay, doing battle. Yeah, there's a bunch of them all over the place. Cannot get enough of these things, apparently. Somebody suggested I should feed them to the animals. The problem is I don't have any of my animals tamed, but I do have a whole lot of tarantulas now. I don't think I actually got them all. I'm sure there's more around here somewhere. Yeah, there's one right there. So yeah, I don't really feed them to the animals, but I do kill a whole lot of them. I've already put a stack down in a chest already, so I'm working on my second stack. All right, so Dinnerbone Giraffe is going to have to be relocated. He's not going to die, don't worry. I'm just going to put him in a capture cage and move him away. Or just, actually, you know what? I can just do this. Watch this. This is a beautiful thing that I can do right here. Just grab a lead and just go hook him and just drag him. Where's it going to hook to? Drag him by his ankles. And we're going to bring him over here outside of the exhibit. Over here next to the lava. I'm sure that's going to be fine. There you go, Dinnerbone. All right, so now that he is safe and sound, let's just yeet some of the stuff out of my inventory here because I don't need it. All right, so we've got some digging to do. Now, I wanted to come up with a terrain for this as well, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this down, actually. This has got to go down quite a few blocks, a couple blocks. And I'm going to build up kind of like a steep back area to this, actually. I'm going to have to raise that wall up, too. I'm going to raise this up at least like 5 or 6 blocks, maybe. I'm going to create a steep edge, and then maybe like a flat plateau kind of down here, and then it's going to drop down a little bit more right in front. All right, this is going to take a lot of digging. I'm going to do a big jump cut here, okay? Big jump cut. All right, a whole lot of digging later and a whole lot of block placement later, and we have something that kind of looks a little bit like this, okay? We have freaking tarantulas everywhere. We have this area down here that's a lot lower, and I was gonna go with like a little plateau right here that dips down right at the end, but instead, like that's what I kind of just said. Instead, I put that a little bit farther back here, and then I had this open area here because not only do goats, you know, like mountain areas and stuff like that, but they also kind of like plains, I believe, too. Like they like fields and stuff to be walking on. So I'm just gonna be killing tarantulas while I'm doing this. It's a never-ending thing. So yeah, they like walking on things like goats or they like walking on stuff like plains and like things like rocky edges and stuff too. So maybe we'll do a little mix of both. We'll put a little plains down there and we'll put some rocky parts up here. Now I have to replace that whole bottom part down there with grass still, and I'm going to have that grass sprinkle in right up into this area here, and then it's also going to be on top here as well. So it's going to be kind of like a mix in here, but I'm going to try to keep these cliff faces as cliffy as possible, if that makes any sense, as rocky as possible. So I got to do a little bit of block swap here. A whole lot of block placement later, and we are left with this. All right, so this is what I was talking about. Mainly green pastures down here, nice and flat for the plains, you know, kind of setting for the goats to just kind of roam around and need some grass. And then we got some rocky terrain up here for them to kind of climb and do their thing. I don't really know if these are like billy goats or if these are fainting goats or whatever they are. I haven't seen them fall over, so I don't think they're fainting goats. Have you guys ever seen those things? Those things are incredible. I really don't think they're fainting goats, though. So I'm thinking these are more like billy goat kind of things. I think they probably would like these rocky edges to climb on, so I'm going to definitely be keeping them. However, this looks okay. Looks all right, but it definitely needs some detailing. So we're going to need, this is my blank canvas, all right? So we're going to need some different blocks in here for sure. If we're going for a plains area, I want to leave a lot of that grass in place, actually. But we are going to have to change it up just a wee bit. So let's go ahead and just squirt a bunch of blocks back into here. Got a whole bunch of sand and stuff I got to get out of my inventory too. Maybe I'll just throw that into the dump chest real quick. Just yeet that into there. So be gone, blocks. All right, let's look at this. We're probably going to need some coarse dirt, so we're going to have to make some more of that because I'm pretty sure we're out of it. Let me check the backpack real quick. Well, actually, we're doing pretty good on that. Never mind, we don't need to do that. Podzol, maybe like lightly. Gravel, sure. But as far as that's about it, really. I think that's probably about it. These two primarily. So we're going to be doing a lot of coarse dirt and gravel mixed with path blocks to make up the plains area. And then the gravel is going to become more prevalent up here as we get to the rocky area. I'm going to definitely be needing to grab some of this. Let's get all that out of there. Let's make a few more of these pieces here, because we're going to probably be needing them. Holy crap, you scared me so bad, dude. What are you offering? Nothing good? Your time is limited, my friend. You might be not here when the next clip happens. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to need to be putting... God, that guy scared me so bad. I'm going to be needing to put in some of the coarse dirt now, so let's get done with that. Sorry, buddy. Okay, it is done. We got the coarse dirt put in there now. All we have to do is hail a couple of chickens, and then I'm thinking we're going to have to add in a little bit of the gravel. Now, on this next cut here, I'm not really doing a time-lapse right now. I'm having some PC issues, so we're just recording some clips here and kind of putting together an episode with it. So that's why we're doing a little bit of jump cuts here. But I think I'm going to be adding the gravel and sprinkling it in very lightly down here. And then up here, I'm going to replace some of the stone with gravel itself, and then maybe sprinkle in a little bit of cobblestone. And that might actually be good enough for that part then. Okay, so those blocks are in. I added a couple of Podzol blocks too, just kind of scattered throughout the exhibit. Not too crazy, not too nuts. But we did add a couple of them in there. So I heard another one. There he is. Gotcha. Yeah, not too nuts. Added the cobblestone as well, so we got the nice cliff. Is there another one? I don't see him. I thought I heard him, though. There's always spiders out there. There's always tarantulas. They're never ending. Anyway, I added the cobblestone. I'm gonna have arachnophobia by the time I'm done building the zoo. All right, I added the cobblestone and the gravel as well. So this is our land. Now I'm going to be adding path blocks as well, but I keep hearing it. It's either that or it's a giraffe over there. I swear there's one over here somewhere though. Where is it? Where is it? Right at the base of the wall. Okay, I'm gonna have to add some path blocks in here too, but I think I'll do that maybe after the plant life and stuff. You know, I'll just add that in later. I think I'm just gonna do that a little bit later. So anyway, we got to get to adding some plants in here though. So let's hop on in here and grab the plant backpack, and then see what. Okay, so bushes, sure. We're talking about plains, so I'm thinking about adding tall prairie grass. Oh, that's pretty good. Think about adding some of this prairie grass in here though. I can get more of it by chopping down the tall prairie grass, I believe. But we're gonna be adding patches of this for sure. So let's actually just kind of do that. All right, because whenever I add this to an exhibit, I always like to add it in kind of patches or bundles, kind of like grouped up. It's never just like sprinkled, spread out throughout the whole thing, just in clumps of it throughout, scattered throughout the exhibit. Okay, just like that. I don't think I'm going to be adding any up top, though. I think I'm going to keep all of that down below where it's supposed to be more of the plains. Now, this area is kind of like a mini plains. It's like the top of the plateau, but I'm going to keep all of the prairie grass down there. All right, so the bushes we can sprinkle in up here too. These will probably end up getting berries on them. That's fine. You know, I'm pretty sure goats will like them. Goats like grass, I'm thinking, so they're probably gonna should be a t-shirt. Goats like grass. I'm thinking they're gonna be primarily eating like tall grass though, so I don't really want to go too nuts with the berry bushes. But we didn't add a water feature in here, I just realized, but I think they'll be fine. Nighttime is approaching. Creepers be creeping. I should probably take a power nap. All right, daytime. What else can we throw in here? Well, maybe the occasional dead bush. Don't have to go nuts on that. I collected more of those things too, so I have more in my inventory now. I also wanted to go grab some more dead grass, but I just never did. I didn't get around to it. But Johnson's grass, that always goes in basically every exhibit. It works out perfectly. Sprouts wouldn't be a bad idea to sprinkle in here as well. And let's start with that. We sprinkle in a couple of dead bushes down here. I don't really want to go too nuts in this because I don't want it to look like it's actually like dead. Like I just wanted it to look like some of the plant life might have died, especially maybe on the edge of the cliff here a little bit, you know. But I don't want to go berserk with the dead plants because otherwise it's going to look like a desert. All right, then Johnson's grass. Now this is too high, so I kind of want to make sure that I don't put it like right in the foreground. Otherwise it's going to be something that kind of just gets in the way of seeing the animals. So I'm going to kind of keep it along the edges, if not tucked up against the side of the cliff itself, maybe? Like right there? Yeah. And then maybe another one right here. That's good. Now we're going to bring some down here. This can kind of go throughout the entire exhibit, but like I said, I'm trying to keep it towards the edge or the cliff edges so that it doesn't block the view of the goats. All right, now these sprouts can literally go anywhere, okay? These things can just be dotted in here all over the place. In fact, I'm pretty sure the goats are going to like them. Because remember, goats like grass. All right, I got like 2 more, and I'm too lazy to open up the backpack, so we're just gonna throw them right there. I have to open it anyway, so I guess it's kind of not a true statement, but we gotta grab this regular grass here, and I'm also gonna grab these shears, which are almost completely broken, and then I'm also going to grab the bone meal because we're gonna need that. Now, if I get some tall grass, I might break it down and get a little bit more shorter pieces here, but I do want to put some tall grass in here. I don't really want these in here right now. In fact, I didn't even think about this, but I might want to actually add like some flowers or something, or not flowers. Maybe some flowers, but like a tree or something in here. Goats probably wouldn't mind this, some shade. But let's get the grass put in here first. No tall grass that time. How about them apples? Let's get some grass put in here, and we'll see if we can't make this place look like a place where goats would like. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good for grass. Man, we added a lot of grass in there. Okay, so we got to store some stuff. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to add in the path blocks at this time. I'm thinking this is probably the appropriate time to do it. I don't really want to overdo it because I want to leave a lot of grass in here because, after all, goats like grass. So I'm going to just go ahead and sprinkle these in wherever I can. And then maybe we'll actually squeeze in a tree in here. Why not? All right. Which way do these sunflowers face? I don't really like. They just don't face the right way. I want them to face towards the people. Okay, hold on, wait 1 second. This might not be the end of the world. Let's put some over here, and that way, if people are in here, like, well, maybe we'll just put a couple of them over here, you know, and that way, if people are viewing over there, they might look over and see them. So it's not like I always wanted to use sunflowers in an exhibit, and I just never really get a chance to. So. We'll just dot a couple of them in over there. That'll be fine. All right, yeah. See, like, we'll put one more. Look at that. Look at me. I'm learning. I'm doing better with flowers. What other flowers can we put in here that will look kind of like it's in a field. I don't really think anything too like crazy unless we do like a patch of amaranth or something, which wouldn't look terrible, I suppose. Probably not wither roses. I'm thinking that's probably a bad idea. But let's put some of these azure boule. I think these are actually vanilla Minecraft flowers, actually, to be honest. Let's actually dot a couple of these things in here. Just kind of in this lower section, you know. And I'm thinking that'll probably be pretty good for the flowers then. I don't want to push it too much. Okay, I'm thinking the only thing I'm missing now is just a bunch of buttons in here, because remember, buttons kind of make it look like there's stones or pebbles on the ground. I think that looks fantastic, especially on the cliff edge here. I'm thinking it's going to be good to kind of really pile these things on a lot. Now, I could throw like a down log or something in here to add a little bit of extra detail, but honestly, I don't really think I'm going to need to. I'm not going to have too many trees in this area, so down logs don't really make much sense. However, I do want the goats to have something to interact with, so I probably should put like a tree in here. I'm thinking at least one. It's a little late in the game to be putting trees in, though, because I could have also put stone piles in, but I did add these like little bits of cobblestone sticking up too. It's kind of a unique looking biome, a little bit different than the other ones that I made before, but you know, we're gonna go with it because I'm feeling like a little bit of a different person today. So, okay, once we get these things put in, we got like 3 more that we can probably hide in here somewhere. We're gonna go ahead and pick out ourselves a oh, that's like right next to each other. Look at that. We're gonna go pick ourselves out a nice little tree to put in here, and I'm thinking probably which would work best in here. I'm thinking one of those dead oaks actually would probably look pretty good in here. Like it's either that or a regular oak tree would probably look pretty good in here. But I'm thinking one of the dead oaks, the Biomes of Plenty ones, would probably look pretty good. Now let me fly back to my base and see what I got back there. Dying acorn. That is absolutely what I'm looking for. Okay, let's go plant this thing. Okay, I'm thinking this one will probably go up top here, actually, rather than down below. I want to keep that an open field, so I don't really want to put trees down there. But up here in the plateau area, there's really no decorations or anything up here, so maybe we'll just kind of throw that right there. All right, and then we're going to give it a little bit of juice here to try to get that thing growing up a little bit. Let's get that thing growing nice and tall. All right, there we go. It'll grow even more. I mean, I know it's a dying acorn, but it'll actually grow a little bit more. So that one's not quite done. We'll let that keep on growing naturally as it is. But yeah, we got ourselves a little tree up there. A little bit of shade for the goats. Now, one other thing I didn't actually add in here, and I'm kind of kicking myself because it's really late to do it. But let's go grab some plants, some leaves here, and actually dot them in. Maybe some regular, oh, those are jungle leaves. Never mind, that's not the right one. Oak leaves, maybe some regular oak leaves, and then let's grab some of these brown birch leaves too, and let's see which one works best in here. I'm really thinking the brown birch leaves are gonna make it work, but these things I don't really want to add bushes so much, like big, like multi-block bushes, but probably just like, occasionally throughout here, you know? Just like, watch, it's gonna be good. You trust me, it's gonna be a trust the system. It's gonna be great. All right, there we go. See that? I told you, trust it. Look at those a couple of leaf blocks here or there really make the whole thing come together. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's our goat exhibit. I think it's completely finished now. I'm pretty sure we actually got all of them done. There's all the blocks we need in there. This guy, get rid of that guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we're really going to need to do in this. I'm thinking that's a finished exhibit. Now, is there another one of these things around? I'm pretty sure there is. There always is. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's done for the goats. So what do you guys think? A good goat exhibit? I'm thinking it is. I like it a lot. Gives them a lot of places to climb around. A little bit of shade up there. And a whole lot of like grass to eat. Because remember, goats like grass. However, we do need to answer the question, how many goats do I have? I have more on top of let's just yeet this up there. Way up there. On top. Well, that didn't make it. Right in the lava. It's gone forever. Thank God for channeling. All right, right up there I have a whole lot more goats. But let's go see how many I have in captivity, though. I've got 5. 5 goats with the possibility of getting more. Okay, so I've got access to more goats, so don't you worry about that. We can always get more if I need more. But if you guys could go down into the comment section and please give me your best goat names, all right? Because I've got 5 of them, and I can always do more. That exhibit's big enough that we can fit more than 5 in there. So goat names, if you could, comment section, pretty please. Alrighty, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here. Sorry for this episode dropping a day late. It's been another hectic week. Man, it's tough to keep up with everything. But I don't want to slouch on the zoo. We got to finish this. I got to push it all the way to the end. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and your holes to this episode. I'll be back next week with some more for you guys to see. It's gonna be Christmas stuff next week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.